So welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. Okay, y'all. So I'm in the car doing this reading. And I wanna so first of all, I hope y'all come up in here with y'all appropriate protection. This is not gonna just be like just about tarot, y'all. This is going to be me speaking to the healers, to the shamans, to the star seeds, to um to those who thrive on, helping create, the new world, right? And so everybody's not going to understand what it is that I'm talking about. Some of this shit is going to fly over your head if you ain't tapped into, the spiritual community, okay? If you haven't been doing the work, if you haven't been doing the shadow work, the dark night of the soul, if you haven't been seeking within to see who you truly are and what you came here for, you're not going to resonate with what I'm talking about. Okay. So let me touch bases on my last video I did. So my last video I did, y'all, I'm thinking that I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you, why it just completely went silence. And the reason why I haven't taken it off, because when I go live, I have yet to find out or even look into keeping those videos, like saving them on something. So that's something that I need to do, right? That's some personal shit. But I believe that the reason why it was silenced was because of some of the stuff that I was talking about and some of the things that I was saying. They silenced it. I did speak on some things, and I yeah, and I don't want to say too much on this video because, like, it's just, first of all, you got to understand the people that's running those that are running the internet and the TV broadcasters and all of that. Like, who do you think they work for? You know what I'm saying? Who do you think they work with? You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain shit that they're not going to, allow to be on here. I wasn't saying anything bashful or to hurt anybody. I was telling the truth and I was being honest. But that's just something that they don't like. They don't like that. So yeah, that's why the video was silenced. And so, and I, man, that was a good one. But it's okay, because the thing is a person can take, they can take things down and all of that. They can do all of that. They can, block you and all of that, but they cannot take what's inside of you. Okay? This is inside of me. It ain't going nowhere. It's constantly growing. It's constantly evolving. The knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding of what's going on around me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, you guys can always reach out, so that we can build relationships. I love building relationships with my spiritual soul family. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know people so we can understand one another, so that we can learn from each other. So basically, this video is going to be about, as you can see with the title is, it says you have ascended far beyond your past. It's time to completely step out of those energies. So this is what I was getting. This is what I'm getting, and this is what I've been getting for the past couple of days. Ever since I even seen that they had blocked that move this out the way, please. Ever since I seen that they had blocked that video, and I'm like, damn, you know, most of the videos that I made in the past, like maybe like I would say 2 to 3 weeks, the things, the energy that I'm picking up on, like, it's still going on, and it's just like, it's not negative. It's more so just informing you to the divine collective, you know what I'm saying, to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of who you giving your energy to, be aware of, the decisions that you're making in life, you know what I'm saying, and whatever the videos be about, right? The karmic family, you know what I'm saying? The karmic husbands and all of this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just so tired of that energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's so much more that we are being called forth to. And I'm just tired of talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that has been going on for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? By now, you should understand it, get it, and now it's time to move forward. You know how to respond to these people. You know if someone new come into your life, if their behavior matches their behavior, then you know that this is a karmic, and you know not to let them in on whatever it is that you have going on, because you know how these narcissistic ass karmics are, and they are coming to tear everything down. Damn, making a video. That was my friend just texting. Okay, hold on. So I can't text her back because then I might hang up, and I don't want to. Okay, so you have ascended far beyond your past. Okay, so when I got in my car, right, on making this video, I had seen, it says go within. I wrote this a while back. It had to be like at least maybe in the beginning of this year, maybe like January. It says go within. Go within, make space for you to me. It's all love and peace. You have everything you need. So now you leave all past things in the past. There's no use in them. You learn from them, making better decisions. And it's a trip, y'all, because I wrote this shit months ago, right? And this is the message that, before I even came outside, this is the message that I wanted to give. And then I look at my thing, and cause I needed something to write on, and I'm like, oh wow. So I said, I'm gonna share this with the collective. And this is what I be telling y'all about writing notes and writing things down, because we forget things, you know, as time go by. Like, you will have a dream and forget a dream, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to journal, you know what I'm saying? Because you can always go back to something, and then when you go back to it, you don't even know when you might need it again, and it just pop up, and at that moment you needed to hear that message from yourself. Okay, so you know, basically, we are being called to, oh, I hate when this phone do that. We are being called to move, you know, move from the things that no longer serve us. Whether it be relationship, job, if it's a living situation, you know, whatever it is. Because I do understand that some people, you know, circumstances are, you know, more, how can I say it, are different. Everybody's circumstances are different. You know, some people don't have the money to get up and move out of the community that they live in, or out of the home that they're living in with someone, or they just don't have the means to. Okay, but you have to, when I say but, I mean but, you have to find ways to, you know, separate yourself from what it is that's going on around you. This build character, this builds strength, this builds so many different things within you. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't continue to lie down in the filth that we've moved from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't continue to engage with these energies and allow these energies to take our energy, which is energy vampires, from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because their life force is not strong enough for them to live on their own. You know what I'm saying? And to have, you know, their own lives or whatever. So they steal from us, right? That's besides the point. I just really wanted to get on here, you know, before I even started doing the tarot, and just, you know, let y'all know that, like, you know, I understand that, you know, watching tarot is informal. It's supposed to be just a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? It helps you navigate, you know, through things in life, you know. But constantly hearing about the things that you've already made it through, and that when you know that you are chosen, you know what I'm saying, when you know that you are blessed, you ain't got blessings coming through, and you are good, you know what I'm saying, you're not stressed for nothing. Even if you don't have everything that you would want, you have everything you need. Then, you know, that alone should let you know that it's time to move on from that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you continue to stay there and, you know, want to talk about it, and every time you talk about it, you bringing that energy back into your energy. Every time you bring that shit up, Every time you talk about, you know, the mom that wasn't there, or the mom that disowned you, or the mom that did you wrong, or the husband that cheated, every time you speak on this shit, you bring that energy back into your present. Your present is the most valuable thing that you have in life. I don't give a fuck. It's more valuable than anything, your present right now, because this is where you are. You in your entirety is right here. Not in the past, not in the future. It's right here, right now, today. And that's the only time that you can do something about. Is right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really just time to leave the past in the past, y'all. And so I'm tired of talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? If I was to do a reading, a personal reading on somebody, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? To come, I mean, if it came up, but you've extended. You know what I'm saying? You've ascended far beyond your past, and you know what I'm saying. You get synchronicities every day. You feel the love from your ancestors and from source. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to engage with these low vibrational energy, the low vibrational energy motherfuckers. You ain't got to deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If you do, that's a choice. But, you know, it's time to get on your path and start doing things that complement who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, people looking at you right now, not even believing that you've changed and that you've came this far. They don't even understand how you made it this far with all of the things that you've been through and all of the traps that a lot of people didn't set for you not to make it through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, now you can go. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in that energy no more. It's draining. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable. It's not fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I'm talking to a high priestess. The Queen of Cups came out in the Ten of Cups. And so look at everything that I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And look at how forward move the movement forward of these cards. You know what I'm saying? What is the High Priestess talking about? You know what I'm saying? Building. She's building. You know what I'm saying? She's not looking in the past, because the past haven't brought her anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing the past brought her was wisdom, knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? Boundaries. How to set boundaries with people and for herself. You see how she's sitting on this moon? Well, the moon is right there. It's like she has everything underneath her feet, at the top of her head, from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. She's protected. She's cloaked. You know what I'm saying? With the High Priestess energy, with that energy, you don't even want to be in just any energy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? She has so many different, I don't know why they're giving me camaraderie. She has so many different options. You know what I'm saying? Within that cup is power. You know what I'm saying? At her feet, you see the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you have the Ten of Cups of fulfillment. You know, so many different things are going to come once you completely step out of your past and into the unknown. And I know that the unknown can be scary. The unknown can be spooky sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Even going into the spirituality, you know, the spirituality world is different, because these are things that, it's different things that come up, because these are things that wasn't taught to us when we were children. But at this point, you know enough to know that it's a lot of things that goes on in the spiritual realm that you start seeing, because you become aware, self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Now you know. You know what I'm saying? You coming together with your soul tribe. You know, relationships are changing. You no longer having to, you know, fight, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers off that you know that you've been in relationships with, or you constantly having, you know, struggles with people from the past because you stepped into your high priest energy. You know what I'm saying? You already conquered this. So why keep going back and forth? Why keep going back and forth? Look at this, the Five of Wands. They're in conflict. They're in conflict. You know what I'm saying? They still haven't learned from their mistakes. They're still trying to send, you know, they still fighting amongst each other. But you completely moved out of that energy because you've done the work. So let's go back to, you have ascended far beyond your past. Okay? Far beyond your past. Your past no longer, these motherfuckers is over there. Look it. It's like they fighting over a piece of bread. Over a piece of fucking bread. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see. We got the Five of Wands, the High Priestess. So the Queen of Cups, I want to go deep into this, right? Because I want to tell you exactly where I'm at with this right now. Let me see. That's a major arcana, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Be patient with me like God is patient with you. I'm looking for some shit. Let me see where she at. I know she got to be somewhere up here. Is it going to take me too long to find it? Okay, here she go right here. Okay, so look at this one right here. Boom. So it says the High Priestess. There are deep secrets and many mysteries in life. The High Priestess knows the path toward them. She sits on her throne with her laptop full of sacred knowledge and wisdom, pensive but inviting. Behind her, a veil of pomegranates suggests the desire for answers is there. So, yes. Suggests the desire for answers is there, but we may not be ready to lift this veil of mysteries. The moon at her feet seeks to awaken our unconsciousness and open us up to hidden things in the strangest parts of existing. I just said that shit. Did I not just say that shit? About the unknown, I said the unknown, it can be scary. The unknown can be spooky. When you stepping out, let me tell you something. When you're leaving something, that's like if you have to move, for instance. If you have to move, like, you know, the owner sold the house, so you got to move. You like, damn, where am I going to move to? This is your comfort zone. You've been here in this area. You know the area. You know all the grocery stores. Like, you know everything. You're comfortable here. The neighbors are cool. You feel safe because you're with your children and shit. Neighborhood watch. But knowing that you have to move to, knowing you have to move, but not know where you're moving to and what's the surrounding, you know, what's going to be going on in the surrounding area can be scary. You got kids. It's like, damn, I got a job. You might not have help. Whatever the case may be, the unknown is always going to be frightening, scary. But you got to think about this shit. All of the shit that you've been through in your past, up until now, all of the shit that you've been through with all of the people, with everybody, family, whoever, you made it through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made it through. So if you made it through and you made it this far, why be afraid of the unknown? If you doing what you're supposed to be doing and you are making, you know, I'm not even going to say the right decisions. I would say, you know that your path is lit up and you know who you are. You know what you bring into this world. You know that you're protected. You know that there's a higher power that's protecting you. You know for a fact that your ancestors lived through you and that you get messages and all of this shit. I'm talking to the people in the spiritual realm. in the spiritual, in spirituality, in the spirituality community. If you know all this, then you don't have to be afraid of the unknown. I just really, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's gonna be spooky shit. It's scary shit that happen here when you dealing with these motherfuckers that don't want to even see you living. They hate your existence. You know what I'm saying? You rather stay in that energy because it's safe, because, okay, well, at least I know this motherfucker, what this motherfucker do. You don't know what they might do. It be the people closest to you that'll have your ass somewhere stinking, somewhere something done to you where you not here no more, setting you up because they jealous. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish reading this. Be still. Sometimes the greatest power comes in knowing that you do not know anything. You've come up against the truth that more self-knowledge is needed. And it's time to reflect in order to grow. Explore your subconscious through meditation, through tarot itself, through study. It's not time to make big decisions right now. Okay? So that's what the high priestess is. And so I just wanted to read that to y'all so that y'all can get a little, you know what I'm saying, feel of exactly what that card meant. Okay? Seven of Wands. So yeah, you can be having a decision. I'm picking up on like a decision that needs to be made, or either you know, there's something that you have that you need to do because it's needed, whether it be a new job or a new home, or it's a decision. It's a big decision that's either coming or already have came, and you're in conflict with self. You know what I'm saying? It's like a self-imposed conflict situation going on within you. You know what I'm saying? You may be calling around, asking people, talking to people, needing somebody to talk to, or maybe you haven't even made those calls yet. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot going on to where you need to make a decision, and it's coming soon is what I'm picking up on. Okay? And so I feel like that's where the high priestess, come into play, because what I just read, it said, sit, meditate on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not time to make any big decisions right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not time to make any big decisions because you look at you, the ten of cups came out. The 10 of cups came out. You actually have, like, when it's time for you to make that decision, you're gonna make it. Don't worry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't overwork your mental and your mind into overloading. You know what I'm saying? And you can start having headaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you overthinking. You overthinking it. So I can be most definitely talking to some overthinkers. Let me see. Some fire signs. I would say, I don't know why they just wanted me to say that. I could be talking to some Tauruses, some Aquarius, Virgos. Could be a Virgo. Place it where it fit. Yeah, I'm really picking up on, it's a lot of fighting and chit they chatter. There's a lot of chatter, communication going on about, you and your next moves. You should really keep things to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're going to do, however you're going to do it, you should really keep it to yourself, because I'm just picking up on people talking a lot about, what it is that you have going on, or what they think you have going on. They don't even know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have mentioned something but not said the full, everything, because you didn't tell them everything, but said what you told them. But you didn't tell them everything. You told them what you wanted them to hear. But they went back and spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? So this is you having to defend what it is you've been told somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is you having to defend whatever it is. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even something that I feel, should be talked about, or that has anything to do with anything that y'all got going on, because it don't affect y'all, but y'all got a lot to fucking say about it. Look. Let me see. Oh, come on, what messages? Cards ain't coming out. Let me see. All right, the Page of Cups. Okay. Let me see. This is crazy. Look at that. So we got the Page of Cups and then the Five of Swords, okay? So Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. Just like I just said, you know what? You are going to be, and I'm talking to Divine Feminine. This is a Divine Feminine energy that I'm talking to. So you are going to be pushed to the edge. You ain't going to have no choice but to leave the past in the past. You ain't going to have no choice but to leave people that you truly love alone. Because you can truly, truly love somebody and love them even from, how God loves us. Like, you can love them in depth so deep, but you do not have to deal with them. You do not have to speak to them. You do not have to have any relationship with them, but you can still love them. You know what I'm saying? I always say move from a place of love. When you make decisions, make decisions off of love, like within love, like stand on love. You could